Somebody's gonna love me one day. I know my voice is terrible actually, but I don't know what motivated me to sing that song. I don't know, like the song just entered my mind and I started singing it. That aside, hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, please do well to subscribe, join the amazing family, and give this video a thumbs up, and also comment down below on content that you like. Come on, I got you. As far as not the one that I spent too much money, but I still got you. Anyways, today's video is something that would be it's something that will be quite different, right? Because yeah, I think that I haven't really been vulnerable with you guys, or I haven't really been a bit personal with you guys here on YouTube, and yeah, I just feel like this is something that I need to talk about. Okay, I left Nigeria to Philippines 2019, and that was in the month of January, which I can't remember the exact date. And see, a lot of things has really happened in my life ever since I moved abroad. Yeah, I can still classify Philippines as abroad because why not? I'm not in Africa, I'm in Asia, excuse you. And yeah, a lot of things has really happened in my life so far that I want to talk to you guys about. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, number one thing that has really happened ever since I moved abroad is the fact that I have lost people that I thought were very good friends. Like we began to communicate with each other, and suddenly our communication became less, and we just grew apart. I don't know how to put it, but we just grew apart. We no longer talk. It's not like we ever quarreled while I left or while I was here. We just grew apart. Our communication, we don't talk to each other, we don't even text each other at all, and it's quite bad, or it's quite sad rather, because I'm not so good at making friends, right? So the little that I have, the few that I have, I just try to maintain that friendship, but you can't force friendship, right? So okay, another thing that has happened is that I began to love my family and relatives or my friends from afar, and this is because I feel like our relationship is better when I don't know if to say it's better when we are far. I don't know if that's the right word I should put, because most times there are some situations that I feel that loving them from afar is much better and easier. And then the next thing that I have learned, or the things that has happened, the next thing that has happened is the fact that I'm still struggling, I'm still trying, and I'm still learning to push myself out of my comfort zone. When I mean comfort zone, where back at home in Nigeria, see, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but back at home, people actually do things for me, in the fact that I was that spoiled little daddy's girl, let me put it that way, that if I do anything which I even know that is bad, my father would actually defend me. And I came here to Philippines, and you're not in your father's house. You're not in your father's house, not back at home, that things were always done for me. And see, here in Philippines, Oyo is your case. If you don't do it by yourself, you pay for it to be done, and that money you work for it, is it not? Yeah. So here in Philippines is Oyo on your own. So that's another thing that I have really learned, and I'm struggling, is, you know, moving out of my comfort zone, trying to do things on my own, trying to feel how things are done. And I would say the very first time I started working online and I earned money on, like, I know that this money is my sweat. I started knowing how I spend my money. See, if I spend my money, I know that what I'm spending that money for is quite very, very, very important. If it's not important, leave it. Leave it. My money is not going there. Okay, another one is, this one can be quite emotional. Now, among my parents, I'm much more closer to my dad. I feel like in some situations my dad actually understands me more. Don't get me wrong, I still love my mom, but my dad is much more understanding than my mom. And this particular point is a point that I would say I get scared that, you know, my parents are actually okay, I get more scared that my parents are actually getting old, you know, without me being around them to take care of them, or I haven't really made it in life to, you know, spoil them and, you know, more like enjoying the fruit of their labor. Because at some point I'm not fully independent on my own, I'm still dependent on my parents, right? So yeah, and then I get to realize that abroad is now like my new home, kind of, sort of. And see, big girl, no dey cry, I beg. Next. And then another thing is the fact that I have started having call anxiety. It never used to happen when I was in Nigeria, because in Nigeria I would even prefer having what's this thing called? I would prefer having a phone conversation with you than chatting with that person. But I came here and it's more like, see, before you call me, you have to message me and be like, okay, Deborah, I'll be calling you in the next 20 minutes. If you notice, when you call me and I've missed your call, I actually heard and saw that call. In some situations, or mostly, I actually heard and saw that call, but I was quite anxious, right? So why I called back after a few minutes is to try to calm my nerves down, calm myself down. That is why I called you. And then, okay, this one actually happens with my brother, that sometimes he says he doesn't enjoy calling me because of the type of tone that I have to give him. Honestly, I just hope you watch this video. That tone is not because I love it or because that's my real tone. It's because, I don't know, should I say I'm quite anxious. I don't know what you're going to say, and I don't know what to, you know, reply back. I really do not know how to explain it, but honestly it's because I'm anxious. It's not because of anything whatsoever. And then the next thing is, I do feel lonely. I'm sorry if you're going to be hearing some noises at the background. It's currently raining here and I need to film this video whether the devil likes it or not. And for people to hear me, I don't mind putting this mic inside my mouth. Okay, let's continue. Okay, and as I was saying, the next thing is I do feel lonely sometimes, and sometimes it actually triggers me. Whenever I feel lonely, I feel triggered about some parts of my life, and it actually makes me to think about my past. It makes me to think about my future and all of that, and sometimes it makes me so anxious, especially the aspect of my future, because man, you're not getting any younger and it's your future you're talking about here, and everyone wants to make it in life. So I feel anxious that okay, I'm moving out of my my comfort zone comes in now. I'm moving out of my comfort zone to actually be the best version of myself, because this life is not easy. It's short, but it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But yeah, at that situation, anxiety actually steps in, and yeah, and sometimes when I think, it makes me feel like I want to go back to Nigeria, my country. It makes me feel like I actually do not want to be here. It makes me feel like I want to go back. That's just it. If I go back, I may not actually go back, and then it will now dawn on me that the abroad that I thought was home is actually no longer home. Okay, and now I now realize that whether you're abroad, you're at home, anywhere and everywhere could actually be home to you, because I have actually met few amazing people here in Philippines that I have made memories with, and whenever I'm with them, even though it's not compared to the feeling I have in my own actual house, I just feel like I'm home whenever, what did I just say? I just feel like I'm home whenever I'm with them. And I think we'll just stop here because this rain is getting heavier and I'm not sure you guys can hear me. But if you've watched to this point, thank you guys so much. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the family because the train is moving, and yeah, let me also know in the comment section the things that have changed in your life ever since you moved abroad. But even though you've not moved abroad and you're still like in your hometown, let me also know the things that has changed so far. And yeah, let's discuss in the comment section. Let's do that, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye lovelies.